This is the next video in the Completing the Square series here. We're going to focus today on a specific objective, write a function in vertex form. Today we're going to focus specifically on a equals 1 examples, so when the coefficient on the x squared term is a 1. Someone might ask, well, why would we want to do this? Well, there are a couple reasons we'd want to write a function in vertex form. Obviously, number one would be to find the vertex point. Once we find a vertex point of a parabola, it helps with graphing. Also helps to answer questions on maximum and minimums. We can also tell the axis of symmetry, which would be the x equals h, and go from there. You'll notice in the right-hand corner of each of the slides there's going to be this hint. Use the formula b divided by 2 squared to find the number to add on and take away. So we're going to divide by b, divide b by 2, square it, and you're going to see those symbols with the arrows to indicate that step. Okay, here's our first example. We have x squared plus 4x plus 8. What I advise students to do on their paper is we're going to add on a special 0. If we add 0 to x squared plus 4x plus 8, it will not change the problem. Since we do have an equal sign in this particular example, we do need to follow the rules of equality. Just going to show the first step here. So here's what I advise students to put on their paper. Now I would have a blank there where the 2 underlines are, and those would just be blanks, and students would fill in that information. I'm going to show the final step also and go walk through this process. So what I advise students to do on their paper is write down, for the second step, x squared plus 4x plus blank minus blank plus 8. I then advise them to do the next step where they make the parenthesis, x plus blank squared plus blank, and then they're going to fill in the blanks in a sense. So in this particular problem, we take positive 4, divide that by 2, square it, we'll add 4 on and take 4 away. The items in orange become the perfect square trinomial, hence completing the square. And then what's left over is a constant, negative 4 plus 8. In this case, ends up being plus 4. The vertex form of this particular function would be f of x equals the quantity x plus 2 squared plus 4. The vertex point would be negative 2, positive 4. Let's take a look at our second example here. We have x squared minus 10x plus 5. Again, what we're going to do is we're going to take negative 10, divide by 2, square it. So we're going to add 25, take 25 away. The items in orange become our perfect square, so x minus 5 squared. And then the items at the end, the minus 25 plus 5 makes a minus 20. So here we have written our function in vertex form. Let's look at our third example. Here we put an odd number for b. So you have x squared plus 7x plus 10. It works the same way whether we have an odd number, a prime number, composite number, a decimal, a fraction, whatever that middle term might be, we do the same step every time. Divide by 2, square it, add that number on, take that number away, and write it in vertex form. So in this one, 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. Square that, you get 12.25. We're going to add 12.25, take 2.5 away, so we're adding 0, a special 0. The items in orange become x plus 3.5 squared, and the numbers at the end become minus 2.25. Let's do one with a fraction, or in this case, writing the fraction a half as a decimal. You can do it either way, write it as a fraction or as the decimal. It would work the same. We're going to divide by 2. That would be a negative 0.25. Square that, you get 0.0625. So we're going to add on 0.0625, take 0.0625 away. The final answer would look like this. So we have b divided by 2 squared, and then we take that away, add it to the number at the end, we end up with x minus 0.25 squared plus 0.9375. What I'd like to encourage you to do now is please pause the video and try these 4 examples. I know they're not numerical order, 5, 6, 3, and 4. Go ahead and solve these examples, and then I'll put the answers up here in a minute. Okay, hopefully you pause the video and try these 4 examples, looking through for the final solutions. Please double check your solutions. You may need to pause the video here and check all of your answers and then proceed. Thank you for your time.